I think perhaps the most easiest way is to, paraphrase the existing prompt written by humans. There are many ways to paraphrase those existing prompts, right? But this doesn't, yield quite a good result. Because paraphrasing doesn't significantly change the semantics, also the lexical structure of the prompt. So that's why people start looking into more sophisticated way of generating prompt, and that is using language model to write the prompt, triggering another language model to generate undesired response. And that's the most widely used approach in automated red teaming nowadays. For automated red teaming that use language model, there are still multiple different approaches. So I think perhaps the easiest one is to simply just prompt the language model to generate a prompt. Kind of you treat the language model like the proxy humans. You write a prompt, ask it to write down some prompt that will provoke another model, something like this. Has been kind of a common baseline in many red teaming paper because that's the easiest way to do so. And people find that this is not going to be useful, and that's why later on, people start looking at multiple different strategy, like if maybe few-shot learning, you incorporate some examples of a successful prompt that trigger undesired response into the red teaming language model. Hopefully, it will learn something from the examples you provide and generate something similar. Another way of purposing language model to perform red teaming is using reinforcement learning. And why reinforcement learning here is a good idea is because reinforcement learning is known for discovering, some human unconceivable patterns to trick or hack the systems. There are some famous examples in deep reinforcement learning that in Atari, which is a video game that was usually for benchmarking reinforcement learning agent. They found that reinforcement learning agent can find the bugs in the game to cheat the score. And similarly, in red teaming, this capability is particularly important in red teaming because in red teaming, what we want is to find those prompts that human cannot conceive and
Right.
that can trigger undesired response.